Start. So first request is if you can keep your videos on all through the meeting, it will be more interactive and we can, talk to each other as if we are actually in a meeting. So please, if possible, keep your videos on all through the meeting. So let's remind as to why we have these meetings. So the first thing is BGSM stands for Business Growth Strategy Meeting. What it basically means is we are trying to meet to discuss on strategies for business growth, because we all know that business growth does not happen tactically by doing few things here and there, but it happens with a proper strategy, something that you can think of for a longer term, and then work on it in a very systematic manner so that the growth happens over a period of time. So to discuss on such aspects, we just come together, and also to motivate each other, to challenge each other, to keep looking at growing the organizations, your organizations at 10x, at a rate of as high as possible, at least 30% or more. So that's the purpose why we do these meetings, and we focus on pathfinder stage of businesses, that is businesses who have already started and they are looking at what path to take, advice for how to steer my company so that I can slowly become a trailblazer company. A trailblazer company is something that's accelerating with growth, which is on its own and it's able to accelerate on growth. So we are basically, these sessions are meant for pathfinder stage of businesses. And all this started around 5 years back when three friends, we got together, we started talking to each other, asking advice from each other. And that's how the basic foundation was built. And now we, of course, opened it up for everyone. And we've been having these sessions for the past few months. We have a community portal called bacommunity.me, which is business automation community. So please do go there and register yourself. You can search for other members. You can network over there. It's an attempt of, to help members to do more networking. We also have a tool which is like a measure what matters, or what gets measured gets done kind of an approach for entrepreneurs who would like to set a goal for, let's say, an year. In fact, today's is a goal setting kind of a topic. So if you would like to do that, you can achieve that through this bgsm.rejola.com. Today we will focus on the individual and on the team. That's our focus for today. And if you're we have a WhatsApp group where you can also share your requirements. You can share about your business. If you're not part of that, please let me know. I will add you to that group where you can also share. And so today's topic is goal setting and team motivation. So firstly, the reason I chose this topic in December is because November and December are the months usually when individuals, especially entrepreneurs and business owners, are thinking about how the year was, what all did I do, what went right, what went wrong. If something went right, did it happen intentionally? Did I plan for it, or did it happen accidentally? Sometimes something goes right and we don't even have a clue why it became right. So November and December are the time when we usually sit down and think of all these things, and we plan for the next year, saying that, okay, this year I have done so much. This was my revenue, this was my marketing effort, this was my team, all those things. Now, next year, let me intentionally try to increase by 30% or 50% or 100%. And we start making, proper goals in the month of November, December. So that's the reason why I decided, okay, let me choose a topic which is very relevant for the time that we are in. So format is same. I will share for a few minutes and then it will be open. All of you can share your thoughts, and we can have a discussion at that time and we can close. So yeah, Dr. Devi has shared her profile. Thank you, Dr. Devi. Yeah. So the first one is importance of goal setting for entrepreneur or business owner. I thought I'll start with that and then we'll move on to the team. Okay, because ultimately, if the business owner and entrepreneur himself or herself is not setting up the goals, then there's no point in, or there's no way you can do it for your team. So the first one is clarity on what next. Now, this is a very, I would say, pricey lesson, or I had to invest a lot of money in learning this lesson, because last year when we were doing really well, I became a little complacent, saying that, okay, the organization is going really well, revenues are really well, cash flows are really good. So 2023, it was a time when I got a little complacent in my business, and that affected me a lot. And from there on, the lesson that I've been learning is never be complacent with your goals. Never be complacent with your achievements. Always have this question, what next? Okay, I have reached here, I have achieved this. How do I improve it, increase it by 10x, or increase it by 2x, or whatever goal you would like to set? Now, that is something extremely crucial for an entrepreneur, and to avoid the biggest pitfall of becoming complacent. Because the moment you become complacent, that is when the downfall starts, and it can be a major hit and also a major embarrassment also. Okay, so this is the first major benefit, I would say, one of the biggest benefits that an entrepreneur or a business owner gets through goal setting. Okay, to get a very good clarity on what next. What do I do next? I've reached here. How do I've reached a turnover of 10 crores? How do I make it 20 crores? What steps should I follow? What changes should I make in the organization? What are the new things I should do? So this is the biggest benefit of goal setting. And without this, there is no way we will be able to keep growing and ensure that we keep surviving. Okay, now having said this, now let us look at the topic for the day, goal setting and team motivation. So how does it help team members? The first one is direction. If you have a team of 5 people or 50 people or 100 people, if you do not have two levels of goal setting, one is for the organization and also for the individual team members, they can be in any role. It is not that they should be only in sales role, only in marketing role. No, they can even be in operational role, admin role, any role that they are in, service role, whatever it is. You should have goals, or another way to put this is also KPIs, key performance indicators, but I'm just using the word goals because goal setting, year ending and all, that's why I'm doing it. KPIs are also one of the ways of putting it. If you do not have such goals for your team, they will not have a direction. What direction am I taking? Clarity on their growth path. And if our team members do not have clarity on their numbers, their goals, their achievement, and what direction they are taking, and how much salary I will make in the next 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, will it take care of all my personal requirements? Will I be able to pay all my expenses and my bills and maybe loans or whatever? If that clarity is not there, we can be rest assured that the team is looking for a change. Okay, because they are also concerned about their life. Just like as business owners, we all are concerned. Every single individual is concerned about their own personal finances. And nowadays, the opportunities are massive. So until and unless we don't have a clear goal setting, we are not giving them a good direction and confidence to, be on a path of growth always. So that's the first thing. Second thing is motivation. You all know how difficult it is to motivate team members. We have big ambitions, big goals, and we bring in an order and we give it to the team, and the team is all, they lose motivation. They don't have the motivation, and it will appear as if we have to keep pushing them to get things done. But if we have proper goals set for the organization and for the individuals, we are giving them an opportunity to be self motivated. Now there are two types of people. Now many a times we make a mistake of thinking that I can recruit somebody and then motivate them, which usually does not happen. Most of the time, it does not happen. Instead, the right recruitment strategy is recruit a self-motivated person and show them the direction that they should go. That is the only way or the best way that works. So when we have goals both for the organization and for the individuals, the team members, you're actually allowing them to be self-motivated inside the organization also. Okay, so that's one biggest advantage we get, and you need not have to push the team. You just have to show them the direction and they'll just take off in that direction. So that's the biggest advantage of goal setting, or for team members. Third one is focus. If you just Google and check for the productivity of team members, you will see that on an average, a team remains productive for about 3 to 4 hours or 2 to 3 hours in a day. That's it. Rest of the time, they are either taking breaks, or they're just sitting and thinking, or they are on their mobile phone or whatever. Team members are usually not productive for 6 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours as we believe. And so the only way you can help them to be focused and glued on to what they're supposed to do and be productive and ensure that the organization is also growing, because ultimately only if the organization grows, they will grow. And if you don't link all these things through goal settings, you will not be able to get them to focus. So it helps them to stay focused and increase productivity. And imagine if the team members are productive only for 2 to 3 hours, and if you're able to increase their productivity through proper goal setting to 6 to 8 hours, you're talking about a profitability increase of 100%. 2 to 3 hours to 6 to 8 hours, straight away 100% increase in profitability. That's the benefit of goal setting, with team members, increases focus. Next one is scorecard. there's a very popular saying that what gets measured gets done. So if you are telling your team to do certain things, or in your organization you want to do certain things, and if you're not measuring it, like how many orders you have got, how many projects are pending, how many days did we take to complete a project, how much money is outstanding, how many team members are working on how many projects, and what is the productivity of a team, which team member is able to complete fast, at what rate. If you don't have these things measured, point number one, you can never improve them. And point number two, you will not even know where is the problem. Why am I getting into problem? You'll have firefighting every single day and you'll have no clue what is happening in the organization. Only if you have a clear scorecard, that is a proper dashboard, even written on an Excel or on a whiteboard or a paper, wherever it is. If you're not having a software, that is anywhere, have a scorecard. And that scorecard is possible only if you have clear goals. If you do not have clear goals given for each person, there is no way you can have a scorecard. There is no way you can improve. There is no way you can monitor what's happening. So that's another big advantage of having goal setting for team members. The next one is accountability. See, what happens is, as organization, we set goals and the team members do not buy into that goals. We may set, okay, next year I want to do 5 crores revenue. Okay. And you're telling the team, okay, we are doing 5 crores revenue, for example. But if you're not giving each team member what they are supposed to do, the clear measurables, there is no way that they will, first of all, become accountable for that particular thing, for that particular value that you're giving them. And there is no way you're going to achieve the organization goal. So it's extremely crucial that you have goals for the team so that they themselves will feel accountable, that I am accountable, because if I am able to reach my individual goal, the organization will be able to reach the organization goal, and I can get growth in my career. And one of the biggest responsibilities of a business owner or an entrepreneur, that I believe, is to ensure that every team member is getting accelerated career growth. Now, if that is not being brought in by the entrepreneur is going to struggle in the long run. Okay, I have gone through it, so I'm telling it out of experience. So team members will be committed to achieving the goals instead of coming up with excuses, reasons, and blame. Many a times team members come up with excuses, reasons, blame as to why they were not able to achieve something, why they were not able to contribute. But with clear goal setting and scorecard, you can avoid such kind of excuses, reasons, and blame. Finally, goal setting also helps in Kaizen. I'm sure some of you know what this topic is. It's a very popular Japanese topic. What happens is, the team members, since you're giving them clear cut goals, and if they are not able to achieve it, the only way a self-motivated person will survive is by identifying small ways of improvement. How do I do this better? If I have taken, let us say, 2 days in completing a project before, how can I take just 1 day over a period of time? How can I improve myself? So there is always an opportunity to improve continuously. So enables continuous small incremental changes on everything, results in overall company growth over the long run. And you will see that the organization is becoming better and better over a period of time. The whole organization will work with greater enthusiasm and zeal, and overall the organization will start winning more. Okay, so these are few contributions that I could tell about goal setting and how it helps in team motivation. Now it's open for all of you. So please tell your name, your company name, location, and category before you tell your view. Take about 15 seconds to tell that, and then your view also. Please say for 2 minutes or so that others also can speak up after that. So over to you. Anyone would like to contribute?
I'll start, Thomas.
Yes, please.
Yeah. My name is Alexander. Company is based out of Chennai. The company name is Brandist. We are into brand consulting services. So that is what Brandist is all about. And we are there for the industry for the last 17 years. Served more than 600 clients across 14 verticals. I have a very small team, Thomas. I
Yes.
personally have not done goal setting. I
Hmm.
take care of the leads myself,
Hmm.
and I try to close the leads myself. Only the process is done by the team.
Hmm.
So over the last this much years, I have not done any personal goal setting. Yeah, it all, it is based on the leads we get, and we ensure that no we complete it by the timelines what we agree with our clients.
Excellent. Okay, so are you
Thank
asking me what to do? Are you asking?
Yes,
Or
exactly. I have
okay,
noted it. I have few questions.
okay.
Yeah, maybe when you open
Yeah, we will
questions,
talk. We will
please
talk
and
right now. We will talk right now.
okay.
So,
Thank you.
see, the point number one is as I said, the advantage of goal setting is that you will know exactly what to do from here. Another thing is when you do not have goals, you are completely at the mercy of circumstances. Okay, completely at the mercy of circumstances. What I mean is, whatever happens outside your control, that is what will control you. Okay, what I mean, okay, let me explain a little more than that. That is, you will have no clue what direction I should be heading towards. What should I do to head towards that direction? Am I moving in that direction? Am I doing better or worse? Will I ever reach there or not? You will have no clue. You will be completely walking in the dark. And your entire operations will depend on something that you don't even control. That is the circumstances. If somebody hears about you, you get an inquiry. If somebody asks for it, you get it. But when you start doing goal setting, let's say, and the easiest way to start is first start writing down or making a note of recording what you're doing currently. How many inquiries are coming in? How many orders are getting completed? How many team members are handling how many projects? How many days are they taking? Just create around 5 or 10 different measurables inside your company and just create a spreadsheet and start making a note of all these numbers on a daily basis. Okay. After few weeks, you will see that you will get a feel of the numbers. How many inquiries am I getting regularly? How many orders are getting converted? How many projects I'm handling? And once you have those, then you are ready to go do a goal setting. Oh, I'm getting about 10 leads every month or 15 leads every month or something. So can I increase it to 20 leads? Now to do that, what am I supposed to be doing? What effort can I do differently? Okay, my team is handling 5 projects simultaneously. Can I increase it to 6 projects? So to increase it to 6 projects, what should I do? Can I bring in some process that can help to increase my team members' contribution from 5 projects simultaneously to 6 projects? And then when it comes to 6, can I do something internally, maybe divide the tasks or simplify the process, something and making 8 projects? Now, if you don't have that measurement, you can never take those decisions. And if you don't have those measurements, you can't even tell your team that, okay, see, last month, all of us did 5 projects. This month, let us aim to do 6 projects because we all want to grow. All of us want to grow, including you, including me, everybody wants to grow. So let's increase the number of projects. Let's see how we can make it 10 projects in future, each one. So they may say, no, it's not possible. Then you have to say, okay, how can we make it possible? What processes can we bring in? What support system can we bring in? What resources can we bring in to make that possible? And that is how the contribution starts. So the first step is start measuring. Then subsequently you can start looking at goals and thinking of it. Don't start abruptly right now without knowing the numbers. Start measuring, wait for about maybe 1 month or 2 months, and then with those new numbers in your hand, start putting higher numbers, and that can be the best way to go. Yeah.
And I'll be really interested in knowing about the scorecard. How you
Yes.
do a scorecard?
Yes. See, scorecard is a word. Sir Javakumar sir, you would like to say that because you have been a HR professional for decades. So please go
It's
ahead,
a
sir.
kind
First,
of a
please,
breadwinner
please.
for us, actually.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's
Please,
a
you
kind
can
of,
just introduce yourself briefly and
yeah,
then.
yeah. My name is Jabakumar. I have a HR service organization called Merit Matters. The major core area of my focus is on goal setting, and I use one particular methodology called the balanced scorecard. I think this is a very, very powerful framework which is developed by Robert Kaplan and David Norton, and it is used by more than 80% of the Fortune 500 companies. It can be applied in the smaller organization also. It comes with a framework of 4 quadrangles. and anybody starting from the CEO minus, then we also do up to the minus CEO 1, 2 levels and all that. We handhold the organization in implementing the balance scorecard. And the four perspectives, the four quadrangles are financial, which is a very, very fundamental thing. The second is the customer, where your revenue comes in to the customer. And third is your internal process, where the processes in the organization are very systematic and how it is being run. And the fourth is about learning and development, which is again the people related issues, proper processes, all that come. These four angles cover the entire mapping of all the organization goals, and all people who under various functions can be mapped in these four quadrangles. And they're in the one thing very specific, as Thomas was telling, this is very, very time bound, and there are specific measures, and for each measure there's a metric to measure, and the units of measurements are very specific. And normally in large organization it is not done on Q1, Q2, Q4. It is very specifically done, and then there's an annual scorecard made. So this is how it is being made, and I have found it to be very useful for whether it is a small organization or a big organization, but how much your review processes for each of these metrics when is tracked, and the corrections can be done in quarter wise. So that is the best way, where this particular process cannot be just as a name, not as a annual review process, but as a kind of a process where it matters a lot in terms of the financial metrics, customer metrics, internal processes, which makes the organization very robust. And the fourth is the learning and growth. All the people related issues can be brought in that. So I think it's a good learning for everybody. And there's a book called Balance Scorecard written by Robert Kaplan, which throws a lot of insight into this particular process. And I found it to be very powerful way of, CEO scorecard and all that, very, very specific and measurable. Yes.
Amazing. I think I should read that book, sir. Thank you for referring that, because it's mandatory, for organizations with small teams to be enriched with such information and to keep growing, and also, of course, have consultants like you who can come and guide us also through the process. Thank you very much for that very specific guidance and answer. Thank you. Anyone else would like to contribute or even ask some question?
Hi, Thomas. This is
Yeah.
Devi Seshatri.
Yeah, please introduce
As we
yourself.
were discussing that, for any organization, it is a small or a medium or larger organization. And, talking about many of the things theoretically for, planning, scorecard, so on and so forth. But everyone fails only on implementation and consistent, successfully, auditing that. Sometimes people, forcefully they implement also, but following up, what is happening within that, and consistently doing, they fail it. For a very small and a medium organization, what they have to do, 100%, as you rightly mentioned, they have to hire a consultant. It is not that larger organization only need a coach or a consultant. Even for a 1% or a 10% employees are working also, definitely they have to hire a consultant or a coach. That person will taken care the complete activity of the the founder or self-employed, whoever it is. He can peacefully, he or she can peacefully look for the next level of growth of the organization, where there are 2-3 type of consultant they have to hire and keep it for a sales and marketing, for administration, and HR, like that. So those people will be taken care for their job, so that the person is peacefully handle the other part of the job, which is necessary for growth of the organization, transformation of the organization, and adding up the many things on the organization. This is my input. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely mentors, coach, advisors, definitely it is required from a particular stage. Thank you very much for mentioning. Anyone else would like to say? I think we can go for one more. And
I'd like to ask a question. In your experience, because you've had 7 years of work in corporate sector, and then you've been running your own company for so long.
Yeah.
Has goal setting also increased uh, the employees' stayability in the company, and not that they did come and then uh, their retention have you seen an increase in retention,
Yeah,
employee
100%,
retention?
100% yes. Because, the moment a team member gets clarity, that, hey, here, this is where I am. And if I just achieve these, this is the growth that I'm getting. This is the opportunities that I have in front of you. So all my dreams, my ambitions, everything I can achieve right here. All I have to do is this. And if that clarity is there, the team members stay back. If they don't have that clarity, if they start wondering, hey, will I even grow in this company? Will I able to take care of my family, take care of my loans? Can I achieve my dreams and goals? Can I build a house for myself? Can I buy a good, vehicle for myself? And if they start getting those doubts inside, they will just look for other opportunities, and they will keep hopping. And that's true, and that's probably true even with you and me. Even I would also probably, think of that if I'm not having clarity on what direction am I taking. So yeah, thank you. So Soumya
Thomas,
sir, yeah.
I have a very, very basic thing which I always, because I always connect the human emotions of recognition that to be set up with the goal setting and the team motivation. See, what I always believe, though we are in a position to give them the role and the ambitions they are, most important thing for any person who's working under you is you have to listen to them. Most of us doesn't listen at all. Being an employer, we always say what we say is right. It doesn't work that way because there are so many people who are more talented than us, maybe working under us. Because only we may be having a vision, but those vision can be fulfilled when we have a right team of people who actually, those are the people who actually materializes those teams. So it's important that you listen, and more important is that's always a pat at the back goes 1 mile away, 1 mile forward. That's what people say. So listen to people what they say and give them an encouragement and give them the space of thinking and other things. The monetary benefits and other. Obviously, it's going to be, it's called a package. It comes along with it. But what I believe is listen to them, give them a pack, and take the suggestions and implement those and give them the right recognition. These are some of the basic emotions. If they could follow, any team can really motivate themselves and go. That's what I believe. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we'll have to move on now. Please invite your friends if you feel, such discussion helps us, it motivates us, and it, teaches us something. Please share this with other entrepreneurs who can also join this, and they can also share topics which, so someone like Jabakumar sir and all who've been in the industry for 3 decades and all, I think you should please come forward and take up very interesting topics that can help all of us. So please let me know anytime you're free. Coming week, we are having somebody sharing on diet for entrepreneurs. Okay, so that's what we are having. So somebody who's done food technology and somebody who understands food and how it affects human body. So I've requested him to share diet for entrepreneurs. So hopefully we'll have that in the coming week. Upcoming weeks, it's open. So any of you would like to share some topics which you feel can help all of us, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to have you taking these sessions and we can all learn from it. Sir, Bratma T-shirt. Sir, would you like to say something? You're unmuting. Yeah.
I joined a bit late,
No
so
problem.
yeah. So we will see that I joined a bit late, but we are manufacturer of T-shirt. We face some problems. As someone told us that you hire two people in small industries have very much difficulty in hiring people
Yeah.
because the person takes a lot of money, a good amount of money. So initially it looks good, but eventually we cannot sustain them, and the system again becomes like this only. Secondly, the staff which we are having in our factory or in our team, they are not very much interested to learn all these things. I don't know why.
I
We
understand.
do offer them some courses and all those things, but they do not want that. They are okay with that. And
I
third
understand.
thing, well, which you said,
Hmm.
people what I have experienced won't stay more than 2 to 3 years. If they are very good enough, they won't stay in your company, that is sure. Because whatever I am giving, they will be getting 30 to 40% higher in another company, and they will join. This is what I have felt. I don't know what others have felt. This is what I have felt.
So exactly, so that's the point, as a business owner and entrepreneur, if we are able to show a top line growth of 30%, 50%, and 100%, and if we are able to show that our organization is growing and every team member has an opportunity to grow inside the organization, you need not even have to look for another opportunity. That's what I was trying to point out, which is very difficult, very challenging. But if our aim is to really retain good team members, then that's one of the ways to do it, by really giving them that growth opportunity inside the organization itself. I'm again saying it's very difficult. I know, I know it's not easy, but that's one of the ways to do it. That we keep challenging ourselves to go to the next level, go to the next level, go to the next level. And then all these team members who are also looking for growth, they are extremely happy because they want to keep growing. And then we can give them bigger roles, bigger responsibilities, and help them achieve their dreams. So that's how I would like to look at it, and that's what I've seen working also. And maybe Jabakumar sir can probably take one of the sessions on how small organizations can recruit and retain practically. From your experience, sir. Please let me know. We can fix up one of the days. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Yeah. So we'll move on now. So these are books I would recommend if you are interested to build from a very small company, and if you would like to peek into large organizations, how they function. These are very classic, very popular books. And so please do share your questions in the group also. Please post about your business, ask for referrals, any kind of information that you would like us to learn about your business, please put that in the group. Thank you all once again for being part of this week's session. Good night and have a great week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.